on our television sets. My name is Stanley Gardner, and my very special guest on tonight's Living Legends is David Wortley, a man who needs no introduction. Thank you, it's good to be here. The pleasure is all ours. I've been a fan of yours ever since I caught you in Curse of the Werewolf at the Kidworth Community Centre many years ago. That certainly brings back some memories. David, most people know you from your theatre productions. How did you make the highly successful transition to the small screen? Well, I'd had many offers to do television work, and in fact I first appeared on Anglo television back in the 1960s in a quiz programme called Top Town Quiz. I remember winning a £5 book token. So it all started way back then. How did it develop from then? Well, I suppose you could say I got the acting back from that experience and then went on to do gang shows, local drama at Kidworth and Market Harborough, and then onto the big stage at Leicester Haymarket. Since then, of course, you've done many stage productions at the Little Theatre, including that comedy classic, Caught in the Net. Let's take a look at your first television soap performance.
Timothy Higgins? Do you want the next patient? No, give him a bit longer. Just let me know the minute they arrive.
We saw you there acting alongside Christopher Timothy in that memorable doctor's surgery scene. What can you tell us about that? Well, Stan, I'd seen Chris in Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush, where he played a character called Spike, and I recalled this memory to him to help to put him at ease for the big scene. He was asking me what his motivations should be, and I told him to think about being under pressure, lots of sick patients, difficulties at home in the bed department, and on top of all that, a patient not turning up. Did he find that helpful? He was very grateful for the inside, and of course I tried to help to give the scene impact through the smooth turn of my head and quizzical look. I think that is what most people remember about that scene. You then became something of a regular on Doctors and carved out quite a niche for yourself as the firm but sympathetic police officer we've all taken to our hearts. Let's have a look at an early episode.
They all look big. Oh, that one maybe. Oh, I don't know. Help me! Somebody help me! Help me! Oh!
Faith Walker, we've been looking for you all night.
She's got a medical bag in her boot. Get in how you can. Grab everything that's there. And no ambulance, Fiona. Thanks.
Listen, could you wait here? I'll go in on my own.
It's okay, Meg Moses.
No, it really is best that you wait here. I'll call you if I need you. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. I should have been here.
Medical drama not for the faint-hearted tonight over on BBC Two. It's Bodies at 9.
Classic television drama shot on location. Tell us a bit more about that. Well, Stan, that was shot in location at The scene looked pretty dramatic. Did it take a lot of shooting? We only had a limited time in the park because it closed at 6 o'clock. It was shot in the summer, but the episode was due to go out in November, so we had to capture kind of autumnal feel. I like the way you caught the doctor as he stumbled through the undergrowth. Was that difficult? It needed a tricky combination of strength and subtlety. My policewoman colleague in the scene was still in drama school at the time, and she picked up so many tips from me during the day. What about the final scene where the doctor asks you not to go into the hut? That was quite challenging too, which was great, because it helped me to show off that famous look of firm, bewildered concern that the audiences seem to love so much. That's a great lead into our next excerpt, The Drunk in the Police Station. It's a real classic. I especially like the withering look of disgust at the drunk. I could almost smell reeking alcohol at that moment. What should we watch out for in this scene? Well, Stan, I had to convey the subtle combination of caring and firmness. I think the scene is encapsulated by my tutting just before the drunk turns to the doctor. Let's take a look.
Could you page DS Greg and get him down here, please? Sure.
What is it with them all tonight, Paula?
You ever worked in a hospital?
Long time ago. I got into general practice as quickly as possible. Why?
Full moon. Suicide rates, drunken disorderlies, violent crimes, they all go up. Full moon always brings out the crazy.
That's not a phrase we doctors approve of. If I'd known it was a full moon, I'd have stayed away.
Why do you think Dr. Miller wanted to swap shifts?
I wouldn't have minded, actually, but I did have a bit of a night planned.
Ooh, something that we should know then.
Probably not. There's a new club opening in town.
My advice, night like this, go home, stay home.
Not me.
Dear Stanwells. Okay, Lance, show me his attending. I know how to handle him. Okay, thanks. Just more rest in the naked city.
Not literally, I hope. There's past monkeys out there.
Doesn't stop some. Okay, you're with me. You got a minute, Greg?
No, I'm out of here.
Okay, don't take one.
Are you charging him?
I just want to caution him and release him if he's sober enough. You put a young couple quite off their spring rolls, apparently.
I'm here, you know.
Yeah, we can tell.
And if there were proper facilities provided for a man caught short al fresco, then I would have no need to micturate in such a public manner, would I?
Micturate?
Are you taking it? I know you.
I don't think so.
He interfered with me the last time I was here.
He was even working with the police the last time you were brought in here, Bill.
Then I waive my right for alternative medical consultation.
But just give him a once-over and we'll let him get back to his hostel, all right?
Come this way, Bill.
This can't turn the feet.
What's the verdict?
Well, he's sober enough to be charged. But I think you should keep him in overnight.
I'm not staying here.
Is he ill?
Look, I know this is against procedure, but a night off the streets wouldn't kill him, do you know what I mean?
I just want my own bed. Take a page or two of the good book.
Charge him and release him, Constable. We'll be in touch, Bill.
You are a good woman, Detective Paula Daniels. I'll kill any man who says otherwise.
Please don't.
And remember, chicken chow mein's off the menu for tonight. Why did you want to keep him in?
Well, it's freezing out there.
We're not a hostel, Doctor. The shelter he stays in is just around the corner.
Bit of a regular, is he?
Oh, yeah. We all know Bible Bill Hoskins.
Well, it's time I was off.
Great acting, David. Of course, you've moved on a lot since then with parts in The Bill, Dream Team and Bad Girls. Tell us more about that famous episode of Bad Girls. Well, Stan, it was shot at City Airport in East London on a Sunday morning. It was an early start and Barry and Beach were a bit nervous about appearing alongside me for the first time. Barry and Beach? Sorry, Stan, guess what Amanda Barry and Stephanie Beecham asked me to call them? I think it helped to ease their nerves a bit. What did you say to them? I knew Barry had done quite a bit on Coronation Street, so I complimented her on that. She was worried about forgetting her lines and embarrassing herself in front of me. I just told her she would be great. Beach wanted to give me her telephone number, so I just told her she looked great and to act natural. I think it worked. You played a passenger going through customs in this scene, quite different from the police officer in Doctors, yet played with your distinctive style. Let's take a look.
Do you know, I can't believe this was only taken 5 years ago. Just look how that case has aged us.
Speak for yourself.
Well, come on, let's have a look at yours then.
No. Can we just concentrate on not drawing attention to ourselves?
Are we really here? You know, I'm terrified that I'm going to wake up at any moment.
Will you just shush?
Sorry. Maybe it's because I know that the Med's barely a 2-hour plane ride away. Just made me feel quite giddy.
Just wait until we get to the hotel.
I wish Ollie had given us a few more euros. I mean, there's hardly enough for 2 nights at the Americanas.
God, I hope Becca still works there, then money won't be a problem.
Can you both remove your glasses, please?
Is there a problem?
Of course.
Thank you.
Hasta la vista.
Well, David, that was fantastic. It brings us on to our last sequence. The classic episode of Dream Team, The Tough Journalist.
This story is an outrageous slur on professional football.
Eugene Rose and Gavin Moody are decent, honest players.
So why did they offer and take bribes?
If Gavin had been offered money for his place, then how come he played alongside Eugene for almost the full 90 minutes?
Eugene Rose didn't appear on the original team sheet for Saturday's match.
Team sheets aren't set in stone. They can change to players' fitness, rest, availability.
So, Gavin, you're adamant that no one's ever offered you money for your position on the team?
Of course not.
This is a bill from the Grange Hotel, dating from 3 days ago, for a suite billed in your name. It's well documented that youth team players earn on average £90 a week. So how did you plan to pay the £3,976 bill? It would take you 11 months to earn that much money. But I understand that you paid it straight off. In cash.
My client has no further comment.
This press conference is over. Thank you.
Absolutely great. You played that role like all the legendary tough guys of the Hollywood movies rolled into one. I've had a lot of inspiration over the years from actors like John Wayne, Burt Lancaster and Anthony Hopkins. I guess it's paid dividends. I've been very lucky. Well, David, it's been a great honour and pleasure to have you on the show tonight. Next week, our special guest is a man who has been walking in your shadow, Ricky Gervais. See you next week.